Hey guys, Wyverian here. I just want to make a quick disclaimer. The first few videos will be really basic weapon tutorials for this game. This is God Eater 2 Rage Burst. I won't be covering individual blood arts just yet, but I will in the future. Yeah, enjoy. Okay guys, so Wyverian here, and here is part 1 of the weapon tutorials for God Eater 2 Rage Burst. So we're gonna start with my second favorite of the weapons, the boost hammer. Now, some of you may know that hammer is my first love in Monster Hunter. And I really have come to love hammer in this game as well. But let's start off with the basics. So the hammer isn't as I guess simplistic as it started out in Monster Hunter, because it's called a boost hammer. It's a hammer with an engine in it. So yeah, check that out. So to start with the basics, you have the regular square combos. Square, square, square. Pretty simple. And then you have the heavy attacks with triangle. 1, 2, 3. Now that last swing is really good for knockouts when you're not using blood arts. It's like the bare bones minimum. That is your knockout move. Or instead of knockout, I would say your bond breaking move. Yeah, and then you can change it up. Square, triangle, square. Let's do that again. Square, triangle, square. Triangle, square, triangle. Triangle, triangle, square. There are a lot of different combinations. Square, square, and triangle. And for midair, we just have a simple swing. You jump with X. Square. For your light swing. Also, keep in mind, if you're playing Resurrection, they made a slight change to it where you can press square twice to do 2 midair swings. But that's not in this game. Not at the bare minimum anyway. And then midair triangle, which is the heavy attack. That's also really good for pounding heads. Now, you have the dashing attacks, which you dash by pressing the circle button. Dash and square. Just a light swing there. It's really good for closing in on origami. Ooh. And the heavy attack. Yeah, that's really damaging, as you can see. Now, let's move on to the boost mechanic. So you activate the boost mechanic by pressing R1 and square. That starts the initial boost. And you can do one of two things. You can either press triangle to do a boosting dash, which is absolutely perfect for closing in, on enemies. Keep in mind it uses up a lot of stamina. Or you can repeatedly press square for that swing, which is really good for a down origami. Look at all that damage. But there's also something else you can do to finish off your combo. Now look how much damage that did. That is the end all be all head crushing technique. You do that by pressing R1 and square while you're in boost mode. But it has to be done after at least one swing. And naturally with this game, there are a lot of combos you can mix up. You can go with this swing. And then of course you can go straight to the devour. Which also increases your speed when you're in burst mode. So always keep that in mind too. It really helps out. See, look how slower I just got. It's more noticeable with weapons like Buster Blade though. But that pretty much covers the basics, the bare bones minimum for this weapon. It does 100% crushing damage. So it's really good for parts that are weak to crushing damage, mostly heads. So if you're a Monster Hunter player, you should feel right at home with this weapon. The only thing you can't do is just knock out a monster. There are no actual knockout mechanics. You can knock it down, but you can't, you know, knock it out. So yeah.
Observe, the blood power has finally awakened.